Hello, Internet. This is SSP, Sonesti Saints Productions. We're going to be talking about the new WWE World Heavyweight Title tournament that was announced this past Raw. Um, Kind of breaking down the brackets and all the different wrestlers, superstars in the tournament itself, who we think is going to win each match. Just quickly, who we think maybe would have been in the match or should have been in the match, and who we think is going to win the title at Survivor Series. I am Tony,
I'm Mike.
and we're going to kind of just throw the WWE 2K16 in the background here. Mike kind of making his own championship. Just throw a little bit of that to get an idea of how the gameplay is also. We saw on Raw that Roman Reigns faced Big Show, and let me see, Cesaro went up against Sheamus, Titus O'Neil faced Kevin Owens, Ziggler was against Miz, and Ambrose was against Tyler Breeze. Roman Reigns beat Big Show, of course. I didn't really think there was going to be any other... I didn't see Big Show beating Reigns. I mean, Reigns was supposed to go against...
So what? Two knockout punches of the WWE.
Right, exactly.
So who's
Pretty
gonna
much.
be the best?
Well, and Roman beat Big Show with one Superman punch and a spear. Like, it rocked Big Show like crazy. I'm like, he didn't even take a second spear or anything, or he just beat him like that. It was a longer match, but I was surprised of how quickly he pinned him.
So Big Show got beat by Roman, and I feel for Roman that he should have a different finisher.
I'm okay with his spear. That's actually not a bad thing.
Well, he's a
made
big dude.
But the knockout punch, the Superman punch, is kind of like, dude, he does it like 6 times in one match half the time. It's a little, and he clotheslines way too much.
Like I said, not much to do for big people.
Right. Let's see. Cesaro beat Sheamus, which I mean, Sheamus already has the Money in the Bank briefcase, so I kind of figured he wasn't gonna go forward.
I think he's gonna cash it in at the pay-per-view.
You think he's gonna cash it? And I've heard that some online talk too. Sheamus will cash in at Survivor Series, no matter who wins, because they want a heel champion since Rollins is out. You know, John Cena's on hiatus right now. He's taking about 2 months off. Randy Orton's out with a shoulder injury. Daniel Bryan's still out. But I still don't think Sheamus is ready for a main. I mean, he's already had the title a couple times, but he's still not at that level like that Rollins has gotten to, even that quickly. Like, I don't feel like the crowd really is behind him, even if he's heel or face. He's not that, in tune with it all. So I'm glad Cesaro won, actually. I think the Roman Cesaro match, I think on next Monday's Raw, this coming Monday, that'll be a pretty good match. Cesaro's fucking killer in the ring. Kevin Owens beat Titus O'Neil. That match was actually pretty good for what it was. I don't like Titus O'Neil at all, or the Primetime players.
I think their gimmick is stupid.
I didn't like it before when they got together originally, and they separated and they weren't tag teamed anymore, and then they got put back together, and they're a little bit better with the crowd and stuff now. People are getting behind them. I just think Titus is, I don't want to say reckless in the ring, because you'll have Del Rio that's kind of reckless, or Lesnar that's kind of reckless in the ring, but they can play it smart and they can seem reckless without being, actually hurting their opponent.
A lot of people are really reckless.
But if they're make it look that way, but they're still protecting their opponent, without hurting them. But Titus just seems, I don't know, I don't want to say stiff, but man, he'll pick you up and he just chucks you. He doesn't give a fuck what happens to you when he throws you. I just don't like it. But Owens beat him with the pop-up power bomb.
Owens, I think, literally does have a future in the game.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, he's been wrestling for 15 years already on the independent scene.
It's even with the name Owens, it's he looks like an average
with his big ass gut.
Yeah, because the WWE was more focused around
Exactly.
And it's come on.
But yeah,
let's be realistic here.
I like Owens a lot, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if he at least is in the Survivor Series championship match. I mean, he's already the Intercontinental Champion, but why not give them both belts, or at least have them in the main event at Survivor Series. Let's see, Ziggler versus Miz. Ziggler picked up the win there. I would have been pleasantly surprised if Miz would have beaten Ziggler. I don't think Miz is going to go all the way, but throw Miz a bone, man. He was a champion before and got pretty much brushed under the rug when it was Rock versus John Cena at WrestleMania, you know, or when Rock like kind of intervened a little bit there.
Yeah, but I think like Miz never really has like a good wrestling.
Well, and
Like
that
his like that whole thing with him, I think his wrestling career is pretty much shot
he was like bound to be Nick Carter for the rest of his life.
because he is one step close away of being a Santino Marella.
Yeah, he
is one step away from.
you know, he's got his Miz TV where he does his talk show and stuff, and he can go pretty good in the ring. I mean, he's not a bad or terrible wrestler. He just doesn't have that it factor to him that makes him, as he says, must see. You don't tune in to watch Miz every Monday on Raw. It just doesn't happen that way. So and just the opposite of that, I will watch Raw to see Ziggler perform because he is crazy in the ring. He is good.
I'm kind of surprised he hasn't been champion yet.
He's been World Heavyweight Champion, or not WWE Champion ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Right.
I haven't seen him being a WWE champion,
'Cause he's small.
even go for the cruiserweight. Has he been for the cruiserweight?
Do they
And the
actually?
Continental title.
No, he's been the IC champion a few times. I don't know if I can't remember if he's ever been the US champion before, but he's been IC title a few times, or champion a few times. And Dean Ambrose beat Tyler Breeze. I kind of figured that would happen too. Tyler Breeze is up and coming from NXT, and I figured they wouldn't make him. It's cool that they
I
put
don't
him in
think
the.
Dean Ambrose is gonna win. I wanted to win because
No, well, and I was gonna go
he's a wild card in the whole factor.
exactly, and they could make it where, because I think I definitely assume that Ambrose or Roman Reigns is going to at least be.
I hope Neville loses. I don't want Neville to win. I'm not a Neville. I hate Neville.
You don't like Neville,
I do
dude?
not like Neville.
See, you need to watch. You need to actually watch some of his matches, though.
No.
Neville is fucking nuts in the ring. I think you would like him if you saw him. He's a fucking jumping bean. He's ridiculous.
I'm a big fan of Neville. Dude, Titus and Titus, that guy.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because I think Roman Reigns is gonna be at Survivor Series in the main event for the title. It's who they put him up against. So it could be Reigns versus Ambrose doing like the friendly feud kind of thing. Who's gonna win the championship? But
Ryback doesn't need to be in that picture. I'm kind of surprised he is.
no, I mean Ryback was. I think that he's fine in the tournament. I don't think he's gonna win it.
His gimmick died out when he won the NXT.
He's getting a little bit back. He was IC champ for a little bit there, and Owens beat him recently for
They
it.
have him as an IC champ on here, and
Right.
it's just like, all right, well, get your shit together, dude. Like,
Yeah. I mean, he's pulling out, like, he does some splashes off the top rope, and he's done some decent things.
I figured Kane would be.
Well, and that's where they're doing the Wyatt family gimmick with Undertaker and Kane. They kind of got their own separate thing going on, and I mean, they could have put Wyatt in here, they could have put Kane in there, but they already have that storyline going, so I think they just kept with that, and that's why they threw in, like, your Kalisto and Stardust and Titus O'Neil and a couple guys like those, because they didn't have other main event players or possible main event players at the ready. They already had other stuff going on, so it is what it is.
Super Goldie.
Damn, that is uber gaudy. I think it's supposed to be
It's an eagle.
the eagle, yeah.
With the lead. Ugh. Someone jizzed
So
all over it.
I think Del Rio's gonna beat Stardust on SmackDown. I'm pretty sure. If this video's already come out after Friday, then we apologize for the late news here. And I know it's pre-taped like today, so I mean it's gonna come out. You guys are already probably gonna know who wins those matches, but we don't yet. So
Yeah.
fuck you. Del Rio, I think, is gonna win against Stardust. Ryback's gonna be Kalisto, just because Kalisto's a smaller dude, and I don't think they're gonna make him go too far in the title tournament here.
He's just gonna be one of those run around.
Yeah.
Like Kalisto, he's like a version of.
He's fucking Rey Mysterio all over again, man. He's a little guy, fucking crazy fast. I think Neville's gonna beat Barrett, just because I think they need like a kind of a wild card guy in there. So, and I think Roman is gonna beat Cesaro just because he's gonna go to the main, and Roman's gonna beat the winner of Stardust the winner of Del Rio and Ryback. Pretty much on the left side of the bracket, Roman's going. So it doesn't really matter who wins any other match in that left side. The main story here is who is Owens gonna beat next week on Raw, because he's gonna beat either Neville or Barrett. And who's going to win out of Ziggler and Ambrose? I think the Ziggler-Ambrose match is going to be that's on Raw next week. It's going to be the really big one, because I don't know. I think they're going to do it Ambrose just to play off the, like I said before, the friend kind of Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose brotherhood kind of gimmick thing they have going, to make it a little bit more interesting of, okay, if Ambrose wins against Kevin Owens, he's going to face Reigns for the title, that'll be, but I think, I don't know. I think it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens at Survivor Series. I really do, because I think they want face Roman Reigns against a big heel, and Ziggler's not a heel, Ambrose isn't a heel. The only other heel they have on that side is freaking Bad News Barrett, and he hasn't done shit. Not recently, so it's got to be Owens. There's no other person on that right side of the bracket that they could go with if they want a strong heel to go up against face Roman Reigns. And they're not having Roman Reigns turn heel, not before the pay-per-view at least. They played that up on Monday night. That's not happening. The big question is, who's going to walk out the champion? I don't think they're going to do Roman Reigns. I think they were going to pull the trigger when Rollins had the championship, when he was going to face Reigns at Survivor Series. Now that Seth Rollins is hurt, I don't know that they're going to go with Reigns for to win the belt. What do you think the main event's going to be at Survivor Series? Do you think it's going to be Reigns against, Ziggler or even Ambrose?
I would say like that.
Or do you not think Roman Reigns is going to go?
Well, if Roman Reigns goes, I think it'd be interesting to see former Shield partners fight each other.
Reigns and Ambrose?
Yeah, because
I think that's a big one too. It could very well be that.
Yeah, because that would be an interesting sight to see, like former Shield members fighting each other, like Dean Ambrose did with Seth.
Right, and I've even thought too, if that happens, you might see a Dean Ambrose heel turn.
Yeah.
I would love it if Roman Reigns turned heel. I think the crowd would like it more. You would have not necessarily people cheering Roman Reigns, but people enjoying booing Roman Reigns, and him, being, what happened when they first brought The Rock in, they were having him be the babyface and played up and smile and everything, and as soon as they flipped the Nation Domination Rock and he was Rocky instead of Rocky Maivia, he could say, "Screw you fans, and I don't care about any of you people." They need to do that to Reigns, man. And he blew up when he turned back to being face again. He was what they wanted him to be originally. They need to do that with Reigns again. And Triple H put the belt on Roman Reigns' shoulder on Raw, and he looked good with the championship, man. He could be a heavyweight champion very easily. He looked good with that belt on. So you say Roman versus Ambrose. I say Roman versus Owens. Who do you think is going to walk out of Survivor Series with a championship?
I would say Ambrose.
You think Ambrose is going to take it?
I think Ambrose is going to take it.
I'm going to say Owens. I don't think Reigns is walking out of Survivor Series with that belt, man.
You think?
I don't think. I think it's. So we're both predicting either Kevin Owens or Dean Ambrose is going to walk out of Survivor Series, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. No Roman Reigns. Sorry, but I just don't see it happening. He's not ready yet. Give me a heel Roman Reigns and I'll be all about it. Give him the belt.
Give him the belt. He needs to be heel.
Well, that was our WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament speculation. You got a little bit of a preview for WWE 2K16, also for the Create Championship. Comment, like, subscribe. If you did, click that thumbs up button. We appreciate it. Check us out on our Facebook. Check us out on our Twitter. We try and keep up to date with different, especially WWE stuff.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think, definitely. See ya.
Bye.